All right, so why all the videos recently? Well, some of you, the Brazilians out there especially, you probably remember I started using videos for business purposes way back in like 2012, 2013. I would set up essentially a video interview, and I would interview either the executives we were doing road shows with, or I would interview like our economist or our research analyst at the investment bank. And then I was going to use these videos to send out to investors to get the word out about what we were doing. If you know anything about Wall Street compliance, they didn't want any part of it, and it took me forever to get it barely almost approved, but it never did. But anyway, I liked it. I had a good time doing it. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really effective. Fast forward to today, and if you look around at the world today, one of the big things in the media space you have to notice is YouTube. And if you're not aware of the huge thing that YouTube has become, you should be, because it's really incredible. So for the last, call it like 5 years, I've lived here in this apartment where I live in Manhattan, close to Gramercy Square Park. Love it. And the thing about it that's interesting is that I haven't had cable for 5 years now. I don't watch cable. I don't miss it. I have an Apple TV or that little Apple box, whatever it's called, Apple TV, and I pretty much watch YouTube. We have Amazon Prime. My kids watch. We have some movies on Apple that my kids watch. But that's pretty much it. We watch a lot of YouTube, And I became interested in some of these channels when I noticed my son was watching these two Australian guys. One guy does Pokemon cards, and all he does is just open Pokemon cards on camera like this and talk about these cards, these amazing cards he's getting. And another kid films himself playing Fortnite. And all he does is play Fortnite and talk about his adventures playing Fortnite. The kid that does Pokemon cards has almost 2 million followers, 2 million subscribers on YouTube, and the other kid has like 11 million, the Fortnite kid. It's estimated that these kids are earning tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. And I don't think either one of these kids are older than 23, 24. Like, they're young, and they started doing this years ago. So the opportunity to use videos, to use content, video content, as a part of your business, to grow your business, to grow your brand, to grow your reputation, and even potentially to earn money is unbelievable now. And it's really all because of YouTube. So fast forward to today, I haven't the slightest idea what I'm doing with regards to any sort of YouTube strategy or video content strategy. And I still don't. So the videos that you've seen so far, hopefully these are the worst videos you ever have to watch from me, because hopefully they just get better and better over time. My content gets better and better, and the whole process improves. But what I'm doing right now is trying to figure out how to get something going. And so recently I was, just around the corner from me is the office of an old friend of mine that I used to work with when I was in financial services marketing, a guy named Kilby Browne. He's a real estate agent here in Manhattan, and you've probably seen him. He's about 6'5". He's always wearing a hat, and he's always wearing a bow tie. So if you've seen that guy walking around, that's Kilby. And I bumped into Kilby. We were chatting the other day, and we were both talking about this idea of content and shooting some videos. And he was mentioning a colleague that he has in his office who does it all the time, and he regularly shooting videos, takes people out of apartments and things. And he's built up a really good base of followers now just because of these videos, just because of his content. So we said, all right, what are we going to do? How can we do something? And what we decided on was that we were going to meet once a week and shoot some videos. We would go to the park, or we would go to an office if it was raining or whatever, but we want to stick to it. Once a week, we want to shoot some videos, and we want to make some content. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. My question to you, to my audience, if I haven't, to whoever watches this, is what kind of content's helpful? So I think most people know what I do. I teach public speaking, I teach communication skills, I teach intercultural communication, I teach leadership skills. I've done this now at the university level in graduate schools here in New York City for about 7 years. I love it. I really enjoy it. I worked on Wall Street for about 15 years. What kind of videos can I put out there that you would find interesting, that you want to watch? Should I do executive leadership interviews? Should I interview senior people and talk to them about communication skills? Should I just keep talking to you about some of the things that I think are important? All of the above. There was a time when I was taking videos of other speakers, like I analyzed the CEO of Google, and I took a speech that he gave, and I broke down some of the things he's doing from a communications perspective that are both good and bad, and just talked about them. Is that something that you might find more interesting? I'd love to hear in your comments below any suggestions, any ideas on feedback. I'm more than open to it. But that's basically what's going on. I am doing the best I can to not only get my word out and make people aware of what I'm doing on a consulting basis so that I can help people, help people's businesses grow, help their own personalities change, maybe help them break out of a fixed mindset and become a better public speaker. And I'm going to use this YouTube channel, posting videos on LinkedIn, and the bigger picture is content. Help me with content. Give me some ideas. I'd really appreciate it. A big thanks to anyone who's been watching. I really appreciate it. And again, like I say, hopefully these are the worst videos you ever see from me. Hopefully in the future they just get better and better. Thanks, everyone.